6:20 to go here. Rodgers, he'll throw it out in space. Metcalf gets to the outside. First down. And he said some of what he's doing now is similar to what he did in Buffalo. He just had to clear some of the cobwebs. Play action. Rodgers on time. Skowronek. Touchdown. From the 28. Rodgers, fake the handoff. Nice move upfield. Metcalf is explosive. Out of bounds. Long count for Rodgers. Rushes on. Rodgers gets rid of it. Finds the open man. Down the sideline, Calvin Austin. 1:07 on the clock. Second down and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers looks. Rodgers throws. Up in the air. Calvin Austin climbs the ladder. First and goal. Quentin Williams is back in for the Jets.
Oh, wide open.
And he hits. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown. Steelers. Perfectly executed. Tied for first with Minnesota. They had 17 interceptions. Fake the handoff. Rodgers under a rush. Wide open. Touchdown. Calvin Austin. Aaron Rodgers comes back to Jersey.
And that'll dictate what dinner you're about to cook.
Started off with a screen pass to Jaylen Warren. Second career start today for Warren, and his first touch goes for 12. He said it's just another game. We'll see. 2nd and 9. Flip it out for Warren. In space with a hurl over the top of Shaq Griffin. That was impressive elevation by Jaylen Warren. There, 75 seconds left. It's Rodgers. Floats it. End zone for Metcalf. It is caught for the touchdown against his old team. And Brett Favre has company with Aaron Rodgers on the touchdown pass. So Rodgers goes to work from the 30, sidestepping some early pressure. What a throw on the move to Jaylen Warren, who breaks into Seattle territory, breaks tackles, jukes tackles, weaves his way inside the 20, inside the 10. One of the best catches and runs you'll see all weekend. First and goal, Pittsburgh. Four-man rush, still gets to Rodgers, who plants and throws for Freiermuth. What a catch. First down in Seattle territory, and Rodgers connects with his tight end. He's turned it into a solid roll in Seattle. This is a big play. That's huge to get it downfield to Austin at the 46-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Nailed it with that one.
1:35 to go here in the first. Steelers facing a 3rd and 10. Rodgers lets it fly. It's on time. Hits Jonnu Smith for the first down. Before he took the head coaching job in Atlanta. Rodgers, timing route to the end zone. It's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. Weight-wise.
I've heard 325.
Okay, I'm going to go off what you've heard. Fake the handoff. Rodgers sets. There's space for Warren to work. After the catch, and Warren with the wiggle. First down. Motion man Freiermuth. They need 2 yards. Jaylen Warren hurdles for the first down. Rodgers dials it up. End zone. Touchdown. Calvin Austin. Steelers take the lead.
They do all the basic things that they teach defenders since they're playing middle school football. Those fundamentals never change.
Out of the gun on 3rd and short. Rodgers looks to throw for it. Up top he goes for DK Metcalf. Beating Jeff Okudah for a first down and a gain of 17. But he comes here in his 21st season. First one with the Steelers. And coming off a 6-for-6 drive. He'll throw to begin this drive, and it's DK Metcalf. He's in the loose. There goes DK. A block from Austin. Inside the 5. Into the end zone. 80-yard touchdown. Rodgers to Metcalf.
3rd down and 6. Gainwell in there, low snap, handled. Rodgers, timing route, on the sideline, and it's hauled in! Metcalf! I want steak all of a sudden. Badly.
Tupperware?
The throw from Rodgers. This one is on time to Metcalf. First down and then some. Line of scrimmage just shy of the 11. 10th play of the drive. Rodgers, sprint out. On the move, directing traffic, throws! Touchdown! Connor Hayward on the receiving end. Pittsburgh has got the 16-6 advantage, and they're driving to start this fourth quarter. Gainwell in the backfield, Rodgers pump, Rodgers throw, separation, end zone, touchdown! He put it in the bucket to DK Metcalf.
Rodgers deep down the right sideline, had his man. It is Metcalf making the catch. So on 3rd and 11, you've got Metcalf at 6'4" going against DJ Turner. Rodgers buying time. Going to his right, directing traffic. Throws, and it is hauled in for the touchdown by Jonnu Smith. So, gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Pass caught. Breaking a tackle. Warren picks up the first down, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And that jumbo look.
Check. Yeah, single back.
Again. Warren busts one. And Warren stays inbounds for a gain of more than 20. Rodgers has time. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. Toss. Warren. Out of room. Across the 50. Into Bengals territory. Carter making the stop. So neither team coming in. 2nd and goal. Comes in a tight formation. Play fake. Rodgers throws. And that's hauled in by the big man Washington. That didn't take long. Makes it a 1-possession game again on a drive that took less than 4 minutes from their own 27-yard line. Rodgers avoids the sack. Deep downfield, caught at the 35-yard line, and going all the way to the end zone is Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth, 68 yards.
Packers nosing around. Rodgers playing the game at the line. Scrambling, firing downfield for Roman Wilson. Got it inbounds. Inside the 30 at the 28. Biggest play in the career of the former Michigan Wolverine. It's spotted short, 2nd and inches. Warren left, gonna get it anyway, and more. Delivering the blow to the 41-yard line. 319. Rodgers looks at Metcalf, slants, touchdown, Steelers. Safety comes down late for the 26, DK Metcalf. Rodgers saw it, had the opening, 25 yards. First down to the Green Bay 49-yard line. All-time great look. Jurassic Hoff, our director, our awesome Sunday Night Football team. Best in the biz. Rodgers. Warren. Nice run. Through the tackle. Right at the first down marker. He's got it inside the 39. He's a smiler. He had fun along the way, too. He's bailing here with the coverage. On 4th down, Rodgers deals it. Metcalf's got it. 39-yard line keeps this thing alive. 3:18 remaining.
Probably because of the pass rush.
Packers bring 4. Rodgers escapes, throws on the run. It's caught right around the 20-yard line. The very last game last year with the Jets when they played Miami. Saw a little bit of that. Trying to sneak one in before the 2-minute warning. Directing. Firing. Rodgers. Touchdown. Wilson didn't complete the catch.
And now Hayward is in. 3rd and goal. Give it to Warren. waiting at the goal line. He's in. Touchdown.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun for Rodgers. Lets it fly. Catch, turn, touchdown. Freiermuth. Washington lined up off the line. Cut it to the outside. Warren takes it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
$85 yards and only 3 first downs. Jalen Warren trying to get it started. Oh, what a leap by Warren to the 23-yard line. Oh, baby, what a play. Woo. Big Darnell Washington, number 80. On the wing on the right. Protecting Rodgers, now blocking. Warren got away from one, got away from another, got a first down to the 14-yard line.
So he's gotten a few little ones, but nothing that really impacts the game.
3rd and 4, little inside catch and run. Roman Wilson spins into the end zone for the touchdown. So Roman Wilson, who played for Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, into the end zone for the 2nd of his career.
37 rushing yards past couple games, coming off the bye. Pitch out, 2nd and 7. Warren squirts 3, cuts into the secondary, and now it's a foot race. Can they stop him there? A hit by Turner, can't bring him down. What a run!
This team started the year 4-1. They've dropped 3 of their last 5. Warren has room to the outside. Jalen Warren leaps into the body of the tackler. Signed as a free agent last year by Chicago. 1st and goal for the Steelers. Rudolph swings it out. DK Metcalf turns it upfield and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 1st and goal inside the 1. Pitch it to Warren. Nobody there. Warren, touchdown. Penalty marker on the play.
2nd and 10. It's going to be a running play with Warren. Warren with a nice cutback, and Poyer has to ride with him on a gain of 13.
Get hit with someone coming free. It's a running play. They're not blocking in the pass.
3rd and goal. There they go into the end zone with Warren and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
You got to protect a quick score if you're Buffalo.
So they get out of a 2nd and 26. Now here's a first down handoff to Warren. Oh, he jumps over one defender. 2nd and 10. Again, corner blitz. Open. There he is. Washington still rumbling. Down to the 15 before Bishop was able to hold on for the tackle. Rodgers excited to have him here.
Yep.
And he's going deep. They have not had a deep ball in a month. And Metcalf makes the catch. They did not have a pass 20 yards downfield in the air complete the entire month of November.
And they're going big. That is extra tackle and a huge tight end who can block.
Warren, the running back. Warren, they fake it to him. Rodgers still has it. He's going to take off running for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. Pick up the rush. They throw it downfield. Metcalf over the shoulder. Did he have possession? They say yes. And shorter field it is from the 40 after that kick sailed out of bounds. Threatening to go long. Rodgers buying time. Now planning and throwing and finding Metcalf at the 30 and down to the Baltimore 18-yard line.
They're trying to help him. Good job.
They go empty and they go long, and they've got him. Austin with the catch. Dump it off. Got it. Got the first down with Warren. Warren gonna go untouched. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A play so simple that was not defended. 38 yards and a touchdown.
Rodgers really working a hard count tonight. Dolphins have not bitten, and there's DK Metcalf.
As the ball is into Miami territory and a completion of 21 yards. Try to go to the air here. Rodgers end zone's got his man. Touchdown, Marquez Valdez Scantling.
He's the guy who deserves more playing time.
On third down, got it to DK Metcalf. And fighting his way for the touchdown. Pure strength.
Third and 5. Out of the gun. Looking, throwing. Wide open is Washington, who puts his head on a swivel trying to see if there's any defender near him. He's got a first down.
Oh, you got one-on-one outside linebacker on Gainwell.
Rodgers off his back foot, throws it down the way, and a flag's coming out on Anzalone. And look at Gainwell. Gainwell thinks he has the touchdown.
Signaling. Thinks he knows the defense.
3rd and 10 with 4 rushers. Down the middle, and he's got Thielen for a 3rd time in this game, and they're set up now at the Detroit 32-yard line. How about a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 11? On first down, Warren able to slip through and go all the way to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. Toss to Warren. Found a little opening, and away he goes. Jaylen Warren with the touchdown. Down the way they go. Metcalf turns around, back shoulder. Perfectly placed pass by Aaron Rodgers.
Huge play.
Warren already ripped off one long run. He's got another one. No one's going to get to him.
He's already turned it. It takes linebackers years usually to develop this, but he's so big, fast, instinctive. I mean, he's one of the best spies I've seen.
Here's the handoff. Warren slipping through a couple of tackles, taking it right up the middle for the big gain. Finally brought down.
I just feel like that's right here. Got him 12 men.
2nd and 10. And the pass is caught by Freiermuth. And there's your penalty marker, Tony, that you foreshadowed. Past a 3rd and 1 today.
3 for 10 only.
No Garrett on the field. 2nd and 6. As Warren is able to break through. On 2nd and 10. Rodgers down the middle. Oh, it's caught! It's caught! Freiermuth has it to the Cleveland 20-yard line.
And I think it'll be Gainwell who gets this offense jump-started.
Down from the 40, Rodgers dealing it out to Warren. Got a block from Jonnu Smith. Made a man miss. Got a first down and more. Gain of 17 as Jaylen Warren. 5 runs for 6 yards. Trying to change that. Warren right, they do so. Good gain to the 24. That's 15. And a Pittsburgh first down. 3rd and 9. Again, it's a 4-man rush. Rodgers has room to throw, room to run as well, and he gets there for the first down to the 40-yard line. Broken forearm last week, had surgery on Tuesday. 2nd and 8. Rodgers putting it up top, and it's brought in by Thielen at the 11-yard line. 28 to Adam Thielen. 2nd and 3. The toss. Warren, good job to keep the legs going through 4 missed tackles for a first down. That's a sensational run to the 38-yard line, 15 yards. And the Steelers have to think about getting the ball back, getting the field goal range again. Play clock running. Rodgers throwing in the middle. It's Freiermuth. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh at the 6. A gain of 30. Rodgers protected, throws to Austin for the touchdown!
Quick throw. Ball comes out quick with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. DK Metcalf out across the 45. Who has been the majority owner since 2017 is watching from a booth nearby as Rodgers rolls out to his left, has his man. Pass caught by Metcalf and into Houston territory with a big play of 25 yards. Here's Warren. Back-to-back first downs.